So let us start solving question number 5, sum number 5 from the problem set. In this, they are saying that two APs are given. First AP is 975, okay, and the second AP is 24, 21, 18, fine. They are saying that nth term of both the APs, both the progressions, that is both the APs are equal, okay. So that means Tn of first AP is equal to Tn of the second AP. That is the condition given. So we have to find out what is n and what is nth term. Okay, fine. So let us start solving this. Okay, first AP. Okay, first AP is first AP is 9, 7, 5 and so on. Okay, so here A, that is term 1, is equal to 9, okay, and D, common difference between the two consecutive terms, is 7 minus 9, okay, 7 minus 9, that is T2 minus T1, so that will be minus 2, okay. So that is about this, okay. Now with this information we can find out the nth term, that is Tn in the first AP. So Tn in the first AP will be A plus n minus 1d. So that will be A is 9 plus n we don't know. So let us write n minus 1 and d is minus 2. Okay. So this information we have. Fine. Let us simplify this further. So that will be, I am writing it down, okay, instead of here. So therefore, in this first AP, Tn will be equal to 9 plus, now minus 2 multiplied by n will be minus 2n, okay, minus 2 multiplied by 1 is minus 2, okay. So therefore Tn will be equal to 9 plus 2 minus 2n plus 4 minus 2n. So it is not plus 4, it is plus 2, okay. So again if we simplify that, then Tn will be n, not n, 9 plus 2. So 9 plus 2 will give us, first let us simplify this. So plus minus will remain minus only, so 2n plus n. So that will give us Tn is equal to 9 minus 9 plus 2 is 11, 11 minus 2n, okay, fine. So that is the first equation, let us say, okay, where we got that Tn in the first AP, Tn is equal to 11 minus 2n, okay. Chalo, now let us talk about the second AP. Second AP is 24, 21, 18 and so on, okay. So in this AP here, A, that is T1 is equal to 24 and the common difference D is equal to second term minus the first term, that is minus 21 minus 24, that is minus 3, okay. So similarly here also we will find Tn. So Tn will be equal to A plus n minus 1d. So here A is 24 plus n minus 1 multiplied by minus 3, that is d, okay. So that will give us 24 plus 3 multiplied by n is minus 3n, okay, minus minus 3 multiplied by 1 will be minus 3. Okay, let me put that in square bracket here. Okay, so when we simplify that, we will get 24 plus this minus 3n plus 3 we will get. Okay, so when we simplify that further, we will get 24 plus 3 will give us 27 minus 3n. Okay, so let us say that is equation 2. Okay, so that is the Tn for second AP. Okay, now from the given information, what they are saying, that the Tn of the first AP and the Tn of the second AP are equal. Okay, so Tn of the first AP, that is 11 minus 2n, will be equal to the Tn of the second AP, that is 27 minus 3n. Okay, so let us write the terms with variable on the left hand side and the constant term on the right hand side. So minus 2n, this minus 3n will come here, so it will become plus. So plus 3n is equal to 27, and this plus 11, when it goes there, it will become minus 11. So minus 2n plus 3n will give us n. Okay, plus n, and 26 minus, so 27 minus 11 will give us 16. Okay, so this part of the answer that we have got, that n is equal to 16. Now let us find the nth term. Now nth term in both the APs will be same, because what they are saying, that n term is equal. Okay, so we can put this n in both the things, and we can find out that it will be same. Okay, so Tn, let us first find for the first AP. Okay, first AP, that is Tn is equal to T16. In the first AP it is 11 minus 2n. So 11 minus 2n, n is equal to 16. Okay, so therefore here T16 will be 11 minus 32. So 11 minus 32 will be minus 21. Okay, so this is for the first AP, and same way for the second AP also, Tn will be T16. So T16 is 27 minus 3n. So 27 minus 3n, n ka value is 16. Okay, so therefore here also T16 will be 27 minus 16 3s are 48. 16 3s are 48. So here also we can see that T16 is minus 21. Okay, so the so let us write the value of n is 16, and nth term in both APs, both arithmetic progression, is minus 21. So that is our answer of question number 5, sum number 5. Okay, now we are solving sum number 6 of the problem set. Here what is given? Okay, given, or we can say data, what they have given is third and eighth term of an AP sum, that is addition, is this. So third term, so that is T3 plus T8, eighth term, is 7. Okay, that is the first thing that they are giving. And the sum of seventh term, that is T7, and T14, that is T14, is equal to minus 3. So these three things are given. Okay, and we have to find, what do we have to find? We have to find the 10th term in that AP. So we have to find T10. Okay, now for solving T10, first we should know what is A and what is D. Only then we can find out T10. Okay, so For this, we will do the same thing that we have done in our earlier sums. We will use the formula for Tn, that Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d. Okay, so this formula we will use, and using this formula we can get find values of T3, T8, T7, T14. Okay, so first we'll write 3. So T3 will be a plus 3 minus 1d, so that is a plus 2d. Okay, a plus 2d, fine. Same way T8 will be a plus 8 minus 1d, so that is a plus 7d. Okay, T7, that is the seventh term, will be a plus 7 minus 1d, that is a plus 6d. Okay, and T14, 14th term will be a plus 14 minus 1d, so that will be equal to a plus 13d. A plus 13d, fine. So from the given condition, sum of third and 8, so that is T3 plus T8 is equal to how much it is 7. Yes, T3 plus T8 is 7. Now T3 is a plus 2d, so let us write that a plus 2d, plus T8 is a plus 7d, a plus 7d is equal to 7. Okay, now when we add a plus a is 2a, 2d plus 7d is 9d, is equal to 7. Okay, so this is what we get, fine. Let us say this is our equation 1, fine. Same way T7 plus T14 is minus 3. So T7 is a plus 6d, and T14 is a plus 13d, is equal to minus 3. So a plus a is 2a, 6d plus 13d is 19d, is equal to minus 3. So this is our equation number 2, fine. So with the help of these two equations, can we find out the value of d? Yes, we can. Okay, let us subtract equation 1 from equation 2. Okay, so equation 2 is 2a plus 19d is equal to minus 3, and from that we are subtracting 2a plus 9d is equal to 7. Okay, now when it is subtraction, the signs will change, so it will be minus 2a minus 9d and minus 7. Okay, so when we subtract, we will get 2a minus 2a is 0, 19d minus 9d will be 10d, and minus 3 minus 7 will be minus 10. Therefore, value of d will be minus 10 upon 10, that is minus 1. Okay, so d is equal to minus 1. Let us substitute this value of d, substitute d is equal to minus 1 in equation 1. Let us do that in equation 1. So that will give us equation 1 is what? 2a plus 9d, so 9 multiplied by minus 1 is equal to 7. So that will give us 2a minus 9. Okay, 9 multiplied by minus 1 is minus 9, and plus and minus 9 is minus 9, is equal to 7. So therefore 2a will be 7 plus 9. This plus minus 9 will come here, right hand side, it will become minus 9, sorry, plus 9. 2a is equal to 9 plus 7 is 16. Okay, and therefore value of a will be 16 divided by 2. Okay, I'm just writing it like this, 16 divided by 2, that is 8. Okay, so now we got what is, okay, now we have got what is a and what is d. So on the basis of this information, we can find the 10th term that they are asking us to find out. Therefore T10 will be a, that is 8, plus n minus 1, that is 10 minus 1, d, that is minus 1. Okay, so therefore T10 is equal to 8 plus 10 minus 1 is 9, multiplied by minus 1. So that will give us 8 minus 9. Therefore, okay, T10, 8 minus 9 is minus 1. Okay, so the 10th term, the 10th term in this AP, okay, 10th term is minus 1. So that is our answer. Okay, I hope you have understood this sum. Chalo, let us start solving sum number 7 from the problem set. In this, they have given us the first term of the AP is minus 5, last term of AP is 45, and if the sum of all the numbers is in that AP is 120, then how many terms are there? That means we have to find out number of terms, that is value of n we have to find out, and then what is the common difference, so d we have to find out. Okay, so let us write whatever is given. So first term, that is T1, and we know that T1 is also equal to a, that is the first term is minus 5. Okay, then the last term, so that last term will be Tn. Okay, we don't know the value of n, so we are just writing Tn is equal to 45. Then they are saying that sum of all the numbers, that is Sn, sum of all the numbers in that AP is 120. So we have to find out what is n, okay, n, and then we have to find out what is d. Okay, fine. We have done one of such sums earlier. Okay, so here let us first use Tn is equal to 45. Okay, and try to get some equation. Okay, so we know that Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 d. Okay, so in this case, the last term, that is Tn, it is given that it is 45. Okay, so Tn is equal to 45. A, just now we have written a is equal to minus 5, plus n we don't know, so we have to write n as it is, n minus 1, bracket close, and d also we don't know, so we write it as it is. So therefore now we can see that 5 minus 5 can come here and become plus 5. Okay, so let me just write it like this, that n minus 1d is equal to 45 plus 5. Okay, so that will be 50. Fine. So n minus 1 bracket d is equal to 50. Now can we simplify this further? No. So we will leave this as it is and now use the other information that is given. So Sn is equal to 120. So we know that Sn ka formula is Sn is equal to n upon 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. Okay, so here we can see n minus 1d, and that is what we have got here, right? N minus 1d is equal to 50. So we can substitute all this. Fine. So Sn is given as 120. Sn is 120. Okay, n upon 2 we will write as it is because we don't know the value of n. 2a will be 2 multiplied by minus 5 because a ka value is minus 5, plus 10 minus 1d. So we can use this value, 10 minus 1d is equal to 50. So 50. Okay, so now this 2 we can bring it here, it will become multiplication. So 120 multiplied by 2 will give us n bracket 2 multiplied by minus 5 is minus 10 and plus 50. Okay, so 120 multiplied by 2 is 240 is equal to n multiplied by minus 10 plus 50 is 40. Now therefore n is equal to 240 upon 40. Okay, because when this 40 goes here, it will become division. So 240 divided by 40 gives us 6. Okay, so one part of the sum we have solved. N is equal to what? So n is equal to 6. Okay, now for finding d, what we can do, we can use this equation. Okay, here n minus 1 d is equal to 50. Fine. So we know that n minus 1 multiplied by d is equal to 50. So in this we can substitute the value of n. Now n we know is 6. Okay, so 6 minus 1 multiplied by d is equal to 50. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Therefore 5d is equal to 50. Therefore d will be 50 divided by 5, that will be 10. Okay, so we got our answers. So there are how many terms? There are 6 terms in this AP. And the common difference is 10. Okay, that will be our answer of question number 8. Chalo, let us start solving question number 8 of the problem set. Sum of 1 to 9 natural numbers is 36. Then find the value of n. Okay, so let us first write what do we mean by natural numbers. Okay, so first, what is the AP here? So you know that the natural numbers are 1. Okay, natural numbers are the counting numbers, right? Natural numbers are the counting numbers. So natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, up to infinity we can say. But here they are saying up to n. So my last number will be n. Okay, so this is the AP, right? In this AP, okay, in this AP, it is an arithmetic progression, right? In this AP, A, that is term 1 is equal to 1, and D, that is second term minus first term, that is 1. And we can see that this difference is common. Okay, there's a difference of 1 between all the natural numbers. Fine. In this AP, and then what information they are giving? The sum of these numbers. So Sn is equal to 36. So we have to find the value of n. Okay, we have to find the value of n. Okay, so chalo, let us use the formula of Sn. So we know that Sn is equal to n upon 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1 bracket close d. Okay, this is the formula. Fine. So in our sum, Sn is given as 36. So let me write it as 36. N we have to find out. So I will write n upon 2 bracket 2a. So now we know that a ka value is 1. So, and again n we don't know. So I am writing n minus 1. And d ka value is also 1. Okay. So that makes things little easier. So now let us take this 2 in the denominator on the left hand side. So that will become multiplication. So 36 multiplied by 2. Okay. So n, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 1 remains n minus 1 only. Okay. So it will remain as it is. Fine. 36 multiplied by 2 will give us 72. Okay. Now this n remains outside the bracket. 2 minus 1 will give us 1 plus n. Okay. Now there is nothing to simplify on the left hand side, so we write it as it is. Now this we have to multiply. N multiplied by 1 is n plus n multiplied by 1, n multiplied by n is n square. Oh, so now here we are having a quadratic equation. Okay, so that is something that we have done. in chapter number 2. So we have n square plus n minus 72 is equal to 0. Okay, so this I have written in the form of quadratic equation. Now we have to solve this quadratic equation. The most easiest way of finding the roots of quadratic equation is by splitting the middle number. Now here we can see the coefficient of n square is 1, coefficient of n is also 1, okay, and the coefficient of this constant term is minus 72, okay. So we have to split this third term minus 72. We have to find the factors of minus 72 in such way that their addition is the coefficient of the middle term. So the coefficient of the middle term is plus 1, okay. So what are the factors of 72 which will give us plus 1? So we know that in 9 ka table 72 comes, 9 8s are 72, okay. Now because there is minus 72, one of these numbers is minus, negative, and their addition is positive. That means the bigger number cannot be negative, bigger number should be positive and the lesser number must be negative. So see, minus 9 multiplied by minus 8 will, sorry, plus 9 multiplied by minus 8 will give us minus 72, and plus 9 minus 8 will give us plus 1, okay. So these factors we use for splitting the middle term. So I can write n square plus 9n minus 8n minus 72 is equal to 0, okay. Now in n square and n 9n, n is common, so I am taking n common outside, so that will leave n plus n plus 9 in the bracket. Here 8n and 72 minus 8 is common, so minus 8 I am taking outside, so that leaves n plus 9 inside the bracket, okay, is equal to 0. So let us solve it here now. So now n plus 9 is common, so n plus 9 I write it as 1, and whatever remaining I put it in other bracket, so n minus 8 is equal to 0, okay. So therefore either n plus 9 is equal to 0 or n minus 8 is equal to 0. There are two possibilities, okay. So in the first possibility n will be equal to minus 9, and in the second possibility n will be equal to plus 8, okay. Now n is the number of natural numbers, right? So it cannot be negative, okay. N can't be negative, okay, because it is the number of natural numbers, fine. So there has to be a positive number, so therefore n ka value will be 8, okay. So that is the answer. So the value of n is equal to 8, okay. So in this AP there are 8 terms, okay, and the sum of all these 8 terms is 36. So that is the answer of question number 8, okay.